Chiho from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hey guys, how's it going? From Minneapolis, Minnesota. My background is not in skincare in specific. My background actually prior to seeing Secret was in real estate and did real estate for a living. Sold houses for about 13 years and experienced that housing bubble. And we all knew kind of what happened during that housing bubble. The market kind of just went downhill. And once that happened, I found myself doing 3 times the amount of work, making a quarter of the income. And it's funny because just like any other good entrepreneur would do, you're naturally open to earning more. And a great friend of mine sat me down and introduced me to Secret. Now, as a guy, first response was like, bro, skincare? Like, I've never done this before, right? And the funny thing is that I immediately, for some reason, thought it was makeup. I'm like, bro, I don't wear makeup. And then my mentor said to me, he says, Chi, which, really hit home. He says, Chi, this isn't makeup. This is skincare. Who do you know that has skin? And immediately I was like, man, everybody. And so I tried the products and I fell in love. And I thought to myself, I don't even use skincare, but if I like these products this much, other people are gonna love them, right? And so I got pretty fired up and immediately started thinking about the people. But I saw the business side. I saw the numbers and how they would work for me. And literally they just made sense. I'm sure just like a lot of you out there, when you first saw this, you're a little bit fearful, a little bit doubtful. I wasn't really sure how this was going to work for you. But that's where I was at. But I came back. I had faith in the person that introduced me, and I came back and I just started introducing this to people, to friends, to family. And literally before you knew it, not only did Secret supplement that loss of income from real estate, but it really helped open up my eyes on how fun business could be. I got a chance to work with friends and family each and every single day. But the best part about it is to meet so many great people like you guys and bring you guys along with us. And this is what gets me fired up. This is what gets me passionate today to be able to do what we do. I get fired up here. I know I get very excited. Just to let you guys know, I talk fast. So you got to listen fast. I know we're going off on a little slow start right now, but hey, as we go, we will speeden up here. So look, a few things that I want to touch on real quick today before we kick off this webinar. First and foremost, I am very honored to be on today's webinar, and we congratulate and welcome each and every one of you on today's webinar as well. I know today we've got a lot of brand new agents, a lot of existing agents, but regardless of however long that you've been involved in this business, we want to welcome each and every single one of you on today's webinar and really cover some pertinent information to really help further your business, to really get you from building with addition to now multiplication. And I believe this information that I'm going to really provide to you today is going to help you do that. But real quick, before we touch on this information and touch on this training today, I just want to touch on some new announcements that for me and my organization in specific, we're very excited about. One of them being the new bonus money. The company has introduced, and again, we were already rated top compensation plan before coming out with this 6-way to get paid. But the key is this, guys. Our company was already like good, you know what I mean? But we just went from good to great, right? And with this 6-way of earning income, it's with open line monthly points. And as a silver agent, you've got up to $3,000 extra you can now earn in the compensation plan. And as a platinum agent, you've got up to now $5,000 you can earn in this compensation plan extra on top of everything that we've already paid out, which is very, very exciting. That gets me fired up, okay? That really gets me excited, guys. That gets me really excited about not only, the future of where we're going right now, but the future of everybody and what we can do together as a team. And so, look, this is absolutely amazing. This is right in our back office. And then also, the simplicity of the new system, guys. If you guys have not gotten a chance to go into your back office and watch the videos provided, the 5 masterful videos that are provided, the 1 through 5, as a brand new agent, gets involved into the business and signs up, now they can go through a series of trainings, a series of simple trainings that people can simply follow. And not only is it through when they log into the back office, but in their brand new agent kit. In that brand new agent kit that they get, now the new ones are black. I know that they're not silver like this anymore, but in the agent kit, they're also going to get the simplicity of the system as well with the 5 brochures, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, if people can count to 5, they can do this business. Does that make sense? You don't have to be that smart to do this business, but I'm telling you what, we have simplified the system. And so truly, guys, I love following the system because now I can direct people. I can guide people to certain numbers of certain sections in regards to what they need to talk about and what they need to know. Does that make sense? And so I'm very focused, and fired up about that information. And, one thing that I also want to touch on is, really staying focused, for a sustained period of time, guys. This business is truly not a sprint, but it's more or less a marathon. You got to have that long-term vision, guys. A lot of us are out here, wanting it to happen overnight. But look, this isn't the reality. This isn't a lottery ticket. This is a business. You put the fuel in, you're going to get the fire out. But the key is this, guys, is that you focus for a period of time, for a season of your life. Give this thing everything that you got. Now, you don't have to do it forever, but for a season of your life, I'm telling you, if you could just give this business everything that you've got and get what you always wanted, I'm telling you, you would do it every single time. And so look, we're going to talk about some things today that really got me fired up in the beginning of the business and really got me learning, really what I need to do, okay? And, I'm going to do a quick screen share here. Let's see. Actually, I don't know if I can do a screen share. Oh, here it is. I'm just going to cover some quick things, guys, that I'm going to go over today that I get very fired up about here. So I'm going to share my entire screen with you guys at the moment. All right, so I'm going to cover some things, guys. Really for me that got me kick-started, going fast, and every time that really, get any agent started, I get them into this mindset of what I'm about to talk about. And let's talk about it right now. And the topic today is really creating the mobile recruiting, okay? And the number one thing that you always got to understand is you got to staff your business, guys. Every business, sports team, or college must recruit to stay alive. See, if you're not recruiting, you're dying. Does that make sense? I mean, your business is simple, guys. If you're not growing, you're dying. But you're never doing both. And so the key is this, guys. Imagine if McDonald's never, ever recruited another employee. You know what I mean? McDonald's wouldn't be McDonald's today. Does that make sense? The NFL. Imagine if the NFL never recruited another player and they never, got new players on the teams. I mean, the players would be so old and broken. Look, there wouldn't be an NFL anymore. Does that make sense? So the same way in our secret business, we got to always have that forward-leaning motion and always have that mindset of we're always recruiting, okay? And now the building methods that I like to focus on are really 5 common methods of networking. First way is, really working the warm market, okay? Warm market networking. These are typically the people that we know. These are the people that again, they know you, you know them. These are your close friends. These are the people that you're probably the last 10 people you texted, the last 10 people you called. And these are the type of people that we want to go after first. Why? Because people like you, they trust you, and they will do business with you, right? And the second group of people are what we call the warm market referrals. Now, understand that the warm market referrals, they are typically some of the best referrals that you'll ever get, because these are warm market referrals. These are referrals from people that you already know and have a relationship with, and you're leveraging that relationship to get the referral, which now that referral becomes very, very strong. Now, the third way, third technique that I like to talk about is what we call WYPP, work your people's people. Now, it's not about who you know, and it's not even about who they know, but it's who they know and who they know and who they know. And so the key is the WYPP is to always work your people's people. And you know, I could spend a whole 30 minutes talking about this specific topic alone of how to dig and build through people, but I'm not going to spend that much time on it. But I understand it's about building through your people, and it's called network marketing for a reason. It's not network marketing, it's network marketing. You're networking through their market. And so the key is this. Number 4 is social media, the online marketing. Look, I get it. There's a lot of people that aren't connected with social media. And if you aren't connected with social media, unfortunately, you're going to be sidelined. So the key is this, guys. We got to adapt to the future, adapt to what's going on, and really start looking into social media, because social media is a great platform, a great way for you to be able to go out there and connect back with your team, connect back with friends and family that you might not have seen for a very long time. And now you're building a relationship very easily online. And the key is this, guys, is not to keep that online, to be able to go online, to be able to now take that online to now offline, right? And now to meet them in person and to show them the products. And then last but not least is the cold marketing and or 3-foot rule. Now, this goes from most effective to least effective. Now, the key is this, guys. Cold market, I don't like to call it cold market, cold market marketing, cold market recruiting. I like to call it lifestyle recruiting, right? Because every single day we're going to restaurants, we're going to, Targets, Walmart's, Cub Foods, wherever you're at in the country, you're going you're going out in the world and you're seeing and meeting people, right? And so the key is this, guys. You want to be able to go out there and really talk to people. You want to go out there and get a chance to just meet other people and friends first. It's not the first words coming out of your mouth is, hey, oh my God, are you looking to, look 10 years younger in 15 minutes? Hey, are you looking to, become a VIP customer? Hey, are you looking to become a secret agent? No, you're not talking about that. Does that make sense? First words coming out of your mouth are, hey, how's it going? Man, you look sharp today. Are you from the area? And you're building friends first. Look, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And so look, guys, building your list, the key is this. 6 reminders when constructing your list is this. Never prejudge. The people you think will, won't. The people that you think won't, will. They will surprise you. You don't know. And I swear to you, in the 4 years that I've been in business with Secret, I'm telling you what, every single time I get shocked, every single time I am in absolute awe with the type of people that I would have never imagined are getting into a skincare network marketing company, right? And look, 3/4 of my organization are men, right? So if that doesn't say anything, I mean, nobody would have ever expected. So never prejudge. And so when you're creating that names list, I mean, learn from my mistakes. When I was creating this names list, the number one thing that I would do, okay, is that I would, first of all, I was, you got to be coachable, okay? Learn from my mistakes, be coachable. Don't be, egotistical and think that your way is the only way and everybody else's way is the highway, because that's how I was in the beginning. So learn from my mistakes. And the faster that I was coachable, the faster that I was just accepting of the system and the way that they did it, is the faster I had success. So look, don't prejudge. And so for me, when I had all my names in my phone book, and I started with the A's, and I said, look, man, Adam doesn't like skincare. Man, Adam likes too much skincare. Man, let's take Adam off the list. Oh, Amber. Amber makes too much money. Oh, Amber doesn't make enough money. I don't know about her. And then my mentor stopped me. He says, hold on. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I didn't teach you to be God and prejudge people. I just taught you how to show people, to create this names list of people to show next. And so the key was just to write everybody down. And on the top of this names list, to write a big SW. Some will, some won't. So what next? They will surprise you. So let's move on to step number 2, is to recruit up, guys. The NC DART. NC DART stands for Network Credibility, Desired Attitude, Resources, and Teachability. Guys, look, it's all about recruiting up. It's all about recruiting people that have a bigger network than you, that are more credible than you, maybe that have a little bit more desire than you, that have a better attitude than you, that have more resources than you, and that is absolutely more teachable than you. And why is that? Because you want these type of people working on your team. You want these type of people working in your business. And that's the key, guys, is to be able to recruit up, not recruit down. Number 3 is bigger is better. The bigger your list, the more posture you have. Look, everywhere I go, I bring my names list, and I'm always adding to my names list. And you never know who you run into, where you're going to run into them. And the key is to just constantly add to your list. And show your team your list, because your team will duplicate you. Your team will duplicate you. Now, I got to share with you guys this particular moment here, okay? Your team does what you do. They do what you do, not what you say. Watch. Guys got to follow me here, okay? This is the crowd participation part, all right? I'm going to prove it to you guys. I want everybody to go like this, right? You see my hand right here? I want your index, your thumb, and your pointer finger. I want you to put it, just make a circle just like this, okay? Make a circle just like this, all right? Now, everybody that's watching this, I want you to follow very, follow very closely here. I don't want you to mess this up here, right? Put this right here, put this circle right here on your chin, okay? Right here on your chin, right here, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't pay attention here, I said on your chin, not your cheek, your chin. So, all right. So the key is this, guys. People do what you do, not what you say. Now, we all heard me say, put this on your chin, but the key is you guys watched me do this, so you probably at home did this as well. And so the key is this, guys. People do what you do, not what you say. So let's go back to the screen sharing real quick and touch on some of this goodness here. So show your team your list. Your team duplicates. You grow your list. You obviously get referrals. We already talked about this. Influence and concern. Look, it's very important to understand who your circle of influence is and who your circle of concern is, okay? Because in the blueprint, we teach you guys 2 separate invitations. An invitation for your circle of influence and an invitation for your circle of concern. So let's talk about the difference. Circle of influence is close friends, close family people. You influence the I love you group, the I owe you group. Okay, these are the close people to you. The circle of concern are the distant relatives, the distant friends, people you influence, the facial recognition, maybe people that you know through Facebook, ex-coworkers, classmates, and these are the people what we call your circle of concern. Okay, and understanding the 2 groups of people that you're creating the names list with, and kind of which approach to go into, okay? Kind of which invitation to be able to use to invite them with, okay? So look, but understanding the human behavior, because understand that when you create a names list, all right, you have to understand that when you create a names list, you have to know this. Not everyone that you invite on this names list is going to get into the business, okay? See, identify your level. See, the key is your level first. You got to identify your level and the level of your prospect. You are looking for those looking for you. Professional sort and amateurs convince. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you what, our mindset is sorting right now. Look, amateurs are looking to get every single sale. Professionals understand that some will, some won't, so what next? If I show my friend John and he's not interested, I'm not going to force him to do it. Here's what I know. A man or woman forced against their will is of the same opinion still. If I make John do it, he's not going to do it anyways. Does that make sense? So the key is to be able to sort instead of sell, right? And so let's talk about this. 27% of the people that you show, 27% of your names list right now are what we call unmotivatables. No matter what you show them, no matter how you show them, okay, 27% of the people on your names list right here, right now, are unmotivatable. I don't care how good the products are. I don't care how young they look in 15 minutes. I don't care how smooth their hands are, how shiny their nail is. No matter what you say, how you say it, they're just unmotivatable. They're just not going to do it. And you have to accept it. You have to understand that, okay, you know what? If I run into some people like this, that, you know what? The next group that I show is going to be what we call the 60%, the motivatables, okay? Now, that's a bigger majority. That's a bigger percentage. The motivatables are the type of people that you can go out there and inspire, that you can go out there and move by again, maybe showing them a wow factor product. showing them, motivating them how they can earn more for themselves and their family. And so the key is 60% of the people that you show are going to be motivatable. Okay. Now 10% of the people are going to be what we call self-motivated. Self-motivated. These are the type of people that without you even having to tell them, they were already looking for a business. Maybe they were already looking for an amazing skincare product that would help their skin. And so these people, with or without you, they're already self-motivated to be able to go out there and get it. Okay. Now these are the type of people, as we start to get higher up on this chart here, it gets better. Okay. Now 3% of the people, now this is where a small majority of the people that you show this business to are at. Now 3% of the people are what we call the motivators, right? Now these are not, going to be, that common. Okay. I like to call these 3%ers the aces in the deck. Okay. If you knew that you had a deck of cards, which is 52 cards in a deck, all right, and you were simply looking for the aces, okay, understand that that's a small percentage, right? And so 3% of the people that you show are going to be the motivators, and these are the type of people that are going to go out there and really just come in and again, with or without you, and not only are they moving themselves, but they're moving a group of people with them and behind them, okay? And so that's the key, guys. Recruiting mindset, 8 tips. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person, guys. Look, again, you can't force anything down people's throat. Does that make sense? And the more you say, the more they judge. The less you say, the less they judge. Less is more, guys, I'm telling you. During the recruit, and again, during this invitation period, this is the mindset that you want. People will be impressed by your height of enthusiasm rather than your depth of knowledge, guys. And I'm telling you, every single time, look, skills I don't care about. Skills I can teach. But see, what I look for in a person is drive, and I look for enthusiasm. I look for someone that's got that excitement. See, the last 4 letters of enthusiasm is IASM. And IASM stands for I am sold myself. So you got to ask yourself one question, guys. You got to ask yourself, how sold are you? See, you guys feel it from me, right? Well, see, now people need to feel it from you. And when people feel it from you is when they're going to join you, right? And see, it's not when you get into Secret. Ladies and gentlemen, it's when Secret gets into you. And when Secret gets into you is when you make everything happen. So look, successful inviting is based on timing, not talent. It's simple, guys. It's simply timing, not talent. Look, if somebody says no, it doesn't mean no. It just means K-N-O-W. Look, they just don't know, right? And it could be a wrong particular point in time in their life, right? Let's just say someone's in the construction or real estate industry. Obviously, in the summertime is the busy season for them, so they're not really open. But once wintertime hits, guess what? Things slow down, and they're open, to looking for something more, right? And so again, that example would be a successful inviting based on timing, not talent. Okay, so spend 1 minute with 100 people, not 100 minutes with one person. Look, it's about speed of exposure here, guys. You're not looking to, again, convince people. You're just looking to sort through people. Professional, sort, amateur, convince. Facts, tell, stories, sell, guys, every single time. And again, SW, SW, SW. We talked about this. Some will, some won't, some wait. So who's next? Okay. So we're going to skip this here. Scales of influence. Again, when to use the direct and indirect approach based on your prospect's perspective of you. So, when do you use the indirect, invitation, and when do you use the direct invitation? Well, let's talk about this. When you use the indirect invitation, or with a group that looks down to you, the people that maybe ask for help, okay, and the people that you want to use the direct approach are the people that you look up to, and these are the people that you tell them what to do, okay? So the key is this, guys, understanding that showing somebody the business, again, might not be a sprint, but sometimes it's a marathon. It's not, it's not a one-time, networking is a process, not an event. Does that make sense? So, first base might be showing someone a one-on-one, a two-on-one, maybe a website, okay? That might just be showing someone some information, okay? Might be first base. And you know what? Someone, just after you showing them a one-on-one, or a two-on-one, or maybe a website exposure, how many of us have honestly, went through that and they didn't sign up right away? Well, I'll tell you what, that's okay. Okay, that's okay if they didn't sign up right away. Why? Because fortune is in the follow-up. So here's what you want to do. You want to go from moving them from first base now to second base. Now you want to get them on to the next event, which that next event might be a conference call, maybe a three-way call. Okay, might be, you know, after getting somebody on with the sit down, you might want to get them in to dial in on, to a three-way call to maybe one of your upline leaders, right? And if they're still not in, that's okay. And here's where you, again, want to invite them to the next event, which is moving them to what we call the third base. That might be now an open house, might be a spot, a wow party, right? And they still might not be in. And now here's where you want to maybe invite them to the next event, okay? Maybe the next regional event, maybe the next local training that you've got. And once people see it for themselves and see how they can, and the key is this, guys, people paint themselves in the picture, and when they can see themselves doing it is when they're actually going to do it. And so the key is this, guys, is to be able to, really just paint them into the picture and understand that networking is a process, and it's not an event, okay? And so understand, okay, edification. This is what I want to talk about is follow-up, all right? Just in case you haven't convinced yourself of this fact yet, allow me to share with you some statistics which should scare the living daylights out of us. And so look, 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. I mean, that's pretty, crazy. I mean, 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. So 25% of the people on this webinar right now have called their prospects 2 times and stopped. 25%. Now, 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and stop. Now, here's the key, guys. It's a staggering discovery, but only 10% of businesses make more than 3 contacts. Okay, so what does this mean then? Well, if it means it means they're losing a small fortune. So look, because 2% of sales are made on the first contact. Look, 2%. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. 5% of sales are made on the third contact. 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact. And 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact, which is staggering. The 5th to 12th contact. Now, the key is 80%. So the question you got to ask yourself as agents is, how many times are you following up with your prospects, with your potential agents or customers, right? Are you calling them one time? Are you calling Jason one time and you're, Jason tells you no, and you never call Jason again? Are you stepping up, and are you becoming a leader, and are you becoming a secret agent, and you're calling Jason not just once, but you're calling him over and over and over and over? Now, make no mistake, I'm not saying stalk him, okay, to where, you're now on witness, where he's on witness protection, okay? I'm not saying harass him, but follow up with him, okay? So, for example, if my friend Jason said, no, I'm not interested, right? I'm not going to sit here and call him tomorrow and say, hey, well, you want to buy yet? I'm going to call him maybe 2 weeks from now, maybe for the next event. I'm going to say, hey, you know what, Jason, I know we sat down and talked about the business, but real quick, I just want to, invite you out. We're having a huge event. I've got a special guest speaker coming into town. And if you don't have a special guest speaker, just a local event is fine. We're doing a team get together, and I want to get a chance to introduce you to the rest of the organization, the rest of the team, and just get a chance for you to see the culture of our organization. And Jason's going to get pretty fired up to be able to go out there and guess what? Come to this second event, and that's how you're following up with that contact, right? And you might send them, another text or give them a call to maybe invite them out to now a wow party so you can get a full product experience. Because one of the core values that we've got as a company is providing a world-class customer experience, and so really providing our customers with that world-class customer experience by serving them at a wow party, right? And so the key is this, guys. Every time you're following up, you're following up with a purpose. You're not just following up asking them to buy. Does that make sense? And so I might follow up with people anywhere between 2, really, I mean, depends in the situation and who they are. anywhere from a week to 2 weeks to every month, right? And the key is to really follow up, guys. Fortune is truly in the follow up. I just, I want to play this quick video here because I understand for a lot of us brand new agents that might be joining today, or maybe even already existing agents, we have a reality of fear. Okay, we've got this fear in front of us when we're making these calls. And I just want to play a real quick video to kind of share with you kind of my experience of how I was when I first started this business. And I get it. This might not be you guys, but this definitely was me.
Yeah, just hey, pathetic. Sydney, how you doing? It's Peter Klavan. Hey, Sydney, it's Peter Klavan. Get some guts with it. Yes, jeez. Break. Oh my God.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Carolyn. Sorry.
Hi, you know what to do.
Hey, Peter, it's Sydney Klavan. No, that's not right. Sydney, it's Peter Klavan. I met you last week at an open house, and I had a showing. And anyway, I was wondering if you ever wanted to get together and talk about real estate and whatnot. And hey, hey. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot what I was going to say. What was I saying? Yes, the open house, and we met. Anyway, no rush. You call me back whenever you get a moment, and we will talk when I talk to you. All right. Hope you're having a great day. Okay. Bye now.
Look, guys, it's so funny because when I first, and really started, making calls, when I first got started in the business, I was fearful. I was scared. Look, I had I got the courage to be able to create that names list, right? I got the courage to be able to create that names list, right? But what I ended up doing was I was scared. Okay, I ended up creating the names list. Okay, I'd write all the names and numbers down, and by the time I get on this phone, I was just like Peter Klavan. See, I was scared. I was fearful to calling my contacts and my prospects. And the funny thing is I would dial the number in, and then I would get this fear in me, right? I'd put the number in, I'd get this fear, and just like Peter, I'd stutter, I'd hang up, I'd clutter around, and right as I put that number in, right before I'd hit that green talk button, I'd get this fear in me, and all the reasons why this wouldn't work started popping up. Why this wouldn't work. And see, I'm here to tell you that how I conquered that fear was I simply stepped into it. See, what I did is I simply pushed that green talk button anyways. I pushed that talk button, and I pushed it again, and I called it again, and I made another call, and I made another call, and I made another call, and I called, 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 and let me tell you what, I called, and I called, and I called, and here's what I realized. As I made more calls, it started to get easier. And the funny thing is you can't suck forever. You guys realize that? You can't do something long enough and be horrible at it forever. You know what I'm saying? You do something long enough and you're going to just be a rock star at it. And so look, guys, I don't want to get out of a tangent, but look, guys, and that's the mindset you guys want to get while you're recruiting, while you're inviting, is to be able to go out there and just understand you're always in that forward-leaning motion of recruiting, okay, and always looking for new prospects. And so, look, guys, I'm going to wrap this thing up here. I know I'm so fired up. I've been talking for a long time here. But look, guys, I want to close with this. One of the most important skills is creating momentum by phase one of your business, by recruiting, by going out there and setting up some 5 and 5s, going out there and setting up some wow parties, going out there and setting up some home exposures, going out there and inviting other people to more events, okay? Because that is what is going to create momentum in your business, is to be able to go out there and create some energy, be able to create some activity. Does that make sense? And and really have that mindset, okay, of long term, right? This isn't going to happen overnight. See, the key is you got to learn this business. There's a process with this. And you got to learn this business, and now's the time to do it. Okay. So here's the thing, guys. I get fired up as we are so excited going into this last fourth quarter, because here's what I know, guys. This fourth quarter is my favorite quarter in all of Secret. Okay. Because not only is it getting into the colder seasons where people not only want this amazing product, but they need this amazing product. But it's also because of how our company is streamlining all the tools, guys. It's streamlining everything that we've got. And this business is easier than ever before with the amazing tools, with the amazing launch kit, with the amazing starter set. All we got to do is be able to become master inviters, guys. If there's one thing I can leave you with is you got to become a master inviter, guys. See, for me, presenting was never my strength. But see, I understood that presenting, I didn't have to be that didn't have to be my strength if I can make inviting my strength, right? Because look, luckily I don't have to be good because the products are so good. The products can do the heavy lifting for me, and the products can do majority of the presentation for me. But here's all I knew I had to do and had to focus on was to invite more people to put these products on their skin. And that was the key, guys, is to focus on phase one, focus on recruiting. And see, I'm telling you, I'm going to end with this, guys. I swear I'm going to end with this, right? Here's how this business works, okay? In the beginning, you're building, and it might not seem like it's happening fast enough. You're going out there and work, and you'll get paid. And see, as we start to build, we're going to continue to work. You get paid. And as we start to rank up and help and serve more people, you get paid. You work. You get paid. Work. Get paid. And as you start to naturally rank up and become the servant leaders, amazing servant leaders, Mr. John and Tiffany. You serve so many people. You've got the ability to work, get paid, work, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, work, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, work, get paid, 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 and while serving so many people and traveling the beaches of the world, guys. And that's the focus of this business, be able to go out there and make it happen. But here's all I know. My name, Chiho, Ruby agent with you guys, 6-figure ring earner in the Midwest. I get so fired up. If I don't stop myself now, I'm never going to stop. I hope to see you guys on the next webinar, and make sure you guys are definitely dialing into these webinars on a week-to-week basis, because I'm telling you, John and Tiffany are our #1 income earners for a reason. They continue to serve the community, and they continue to provide our community with amazing content that you guys don't want to miss. So make sure you guys not only get yourself, that's an obvious, but make sure you get yourself and everyone in your organization to next week's webinar. Make sure that they dial in. So till next week, till next webinar, Chiho coming live at you. Let's go out there, scatter, and multiply. Thanks for dialing in.